Innovating Education Learning World in association with WISE, an initiative of Qatar Foundation.
Education comes in many shapes and sizes, but if you live in a nomadic community, could any school address your needs? What if you live in a remote village? This time on Learning World, we explore how education can come to you. Books being carried on horseback may seem like an image from a bygone era, but in remote villages this could be a practical and creative way to bring literature to children. Let's see how these mobile libraries are making a difference in Ethiopia.
It's Sunday morning and Nagasa Jafar is busy in his library collecting colourful books. He's gathering them up to take to children in rural communities here in Ethiopia. There's no car or van. The books are being transported on 4 legs, a horse fitted out with custom-made saddlebags.
I'm travelling to a place called Guto. There are lots of children waiting for me there, gathered in one place. Even if they're not already all together, they'll drop everything when they see me coming. They'll run towards me. It's about time, so I've got to get going now.
Nagasa and his horse are part of a project called the Horse-Powered Literary Programme. It's run by an Ethiopian NGO called Ethiopia Reads. It has a network of libraries nationwide, with at least one in every region of the country. The project is enjoying success and has inspired similar programmes in Rwanda and Ghana.
The most rewarding thing in my job is to see these children improve their reading skills. Some children couldn't read alphabets before. I really feel happy when I see children now identifying alphabets and reading stories. This makes me proud.
Ethiopia has the second largest population in Africa. It ranks 195th on the global literacy scale. Around 2.4 million children have never been to school.
The mobile library is very useful for us because they have books we don't have in our schools, and that can help us enrich our knowledge.
Children are expected to share household chores, so they have to carve out time to go to the reading sessions alongside their commitments at home. Mums like Tigis Nugusi are supportive. She realises the benefits that reading can bring.
I think what the children are learning is useful. It diversifies their knowledge, helping them to think with an open mind.
Poverty and discrimination, Roma people in Europe face constant challenges. In France, only around half of Roma children are enrolled in school. But one teacher is bringing informal education to the community by turning public spaces into classrooms. Let's have a look.
Games, books, paint and pencils. In Longjameau, near Paris, Laura is gathering learning materials. She's from Romania and works as a social pedagogue for the association Antamad Robinson. She runs mobile education workshops in 2 Roma camps. One of them is Balanvilliers. Around 10 Roma families have settled in a disused garage.
It's not easy because they're changing places all the time. The camps are closed, so the children have no education. But thanks to our association, Antamad Robinson, we try to work a bit like a school. And this is what the association is doing, since we know Roma children. When a camp is evicted, we always try to follow them.
The association helps with school registrations, but some children don't go because they can't speak French, so Laura helps them with the basics.
I would like to go to school when I'm older, to do the different work, all those sorts of things.
The association's workshops are based around a social model where every child is accepted without conditions. Here, everyone is free to come and go. Collective learning and socialization are encouraged through play.
We're having fun. We are playing and coloring. We're playing nice games. We're doing drawings.
A little over half of those who live in the camp come to the workshops regularly, and if they're evicted, the association says it will follow these children. The mobile education workshops were set up around 10 years ago. Laurent Ott founded Intermed Robinson. He's a social philosopher and former teacher.
When there's schooling, often evictions bring an end to it. The families become exhausted, they get tired, they're put at risk. The children begin to feel demotivated. They're children who want to learn, who want education, who want to socialize. If we meet this desire without adding any more obstacles, we see children who join in, who are motivated, and children who learn.
Destined to be homemakers often married young. For girls born into nomadic families that raise livestock, education is often a low priority. There is a school in Kenya that has managed to enroll large numbers of these young women, but they face an uphill battle.
At the foot of the Mogila Hills in Kenya lies an area that's seen its fair share of nomadic conflicts. As a symbol of a truce, a school has been constructed amongst the communities here. It aims to give nomadic girls more opportunities, girls who are normally married off to get more cattle for their families. Lupaiding School is run on funds from the donor community and the Kenya government. Student numbers are growing. Girls from the nomadic Turkana community say they face many hurdles.
Girls are denied to go to school simply because they took girls as they're very useless. They'll not bring any profit to their family.
Life as a nomadic girl, I've got many challenges. For example, lack of parental love and guidance. We as nomadic girls are being forced to get married at tender age, which leads to early pregnancies. At our tender age, we are being abused physically and sexually.
The school aims to be a safe haven for nomadic girls, providing boarding facilities, but staff here say they're struggling to stop marriages.
When they go home for the holidays, we have been losing some of the girls through early marriage. Under guidance and counseling, we've been able to talk to them, guide them, and encourage them.
Mary Longolo has 3 daughters at the school. She's encouraging her girls to continue their education so they can take control of their future and make a difference in their community.
I would like my daughters to finish high school and go to university, so they can improve their own lives and come back and help their brothers and sisters here.
And it seems the students themselves are signed up to this way of thinking.
I wanted to change my life as a nomadic girl and also to be an example to my fellow nomadic girls.
Once I finish my studies, I want to be a veterinary officer. I want to come and show them the better ways of breeding the cattle.
It's not easy running this school. Facilities are bursting at the seams, resources like water are scarce, and there's a lack of teachers.
We are sharing one source with the community, and as I said earlier, our people would prefer watering their animals than giving the water to the girls.
There's still lots of work to do to ensure nomadic girls get the education they desire, education which will help define their futures and bring about change in their families, their communities and their country.
What do you think of these initiatives serving communities on the move? Have you ever come across a mobile learning project? Let us know your thoughts. Goodbye.
Learning World in association with WISE, an initiative of Qatar Foundation.